Coming up on Citrus TV News Live at 6, Syracuse has a new streamed helpline service. Find out what resources are available to you.
And a man has been arrested in the Las Vegas case where a mother was shot dead in a driveway.
And a Venezuelan mayor has been arrested by the president after fears of opposition.
It has been frigid the past few days, and this February is already the coldest on record. Is this going to stick around? I'll let you know in my full weather forecast.
All that and more. Citrus TV News starts right now. Welcome to Citrus TV News Live at 6. Today is Friday, February 20th. I'm Brian Cheung.
And I'm Nick Cardona. Syracuse University has implemented a QR system in the dining halls. That is our top story tonight. Syracuse University's Winter Carnival will take place from February 23rd to the 28th. The carnival will bring together both indoor activities, and you may have noticed something new and different in the dining halls when you came back from winter break. Citrus TV reporter Claire Moran has more on how to make sure you're eating healthy while on campus.
Since the start of the semester, QR codes have been available in the dining halls to allow students to access nutrition information for certain foods.
You can get calories, you can get fat, you can fat grams, the percentages, the daily values. You can get sodium, protein, carbohydrates, fiber. So mostly what you see on a nutrition fact panel.
Students can download an app on their phones to scan the QR codes, and the nutrition label, as well as information about allergens within the food, will pop up. Aisha Sadat, the director of student life for the Student Association, said that an SA member who had a lot of food allergies wanted to help other students like her know what they could eat in the dining hall. So SA approached officials from food services.
And if you have allergies, especially if you have severe allergies, the experience is hard. A lot of students have to go out of their way, go to talk to the nutritionist to make sure they have the foods available for them. So by having the information right there next to all the foods, that's kind of alleviating the stress for the students that do have severe allergies. But there are also some students who are choosing to not eat certain things because of dieting, or because of calorie content or fats, or like nutrition information and vitamins. So that kind of just giving the information right there for students as opposed to having to look for it online beforehand. Remember what it is, go and get it.
Sadat said that the initiative was tested in Graham Dining Hall before winter break and was rolled out in the other dining halls after the break. She added that food service officials are trying to figure out a way to set up an iTouch or some other small tablet next to the QR codes so students without smartphones can also access the service. Claire Moran, Citrus TV News.
The information from the QR codes is updated daily. Syracuse University's Winter Carnival will take place from February 23rd to the 28th. The carnival will bring together both indoor and outdoor activities, including performances, a comedy show, and a chili cook-off. Students will even get the chance to view the SU versus Duke men's basketball game on February 28th. Visit the Winter Carnival website for the full list of events. And the Syracuse Midnight movie series returns this weekend with 2 new flicks. Tonight's film is the war drama Fury, starring Brad Pitt, and Saturday evening's movie St. Vincent features Bill Murray and Melissa McCarthy in a comedy performance. Doors open at 11:30 p.m. at HBC Gifford Auditorium, and the event is free to students, which includes drinks and popcorn.
Now, most people know to call 911 in a life-threatening emergency, but what if you're suddenly homeless or need access to a food pantry?
This new hotline can help people find child care services, medical care, and more. All this information centralized in one location. Ashley Sue has more on 211.
At Contact Community Services, workers pick up phones for 12 different hotlines. But with the launch of 211, many of these will be streamlined into 3 quick digits. Onondaga County has had a similar helpline before, but this covers Oswego, Jefferson, Lewis, and St. Lawrence counties also.
Actually, originally the counties didn't really have anything. In terms of information and resources, they didn't have a lot of places where residents could call up and find out.
Central New York lags behind in terms of 211 service. Most of the country already has access to this hotline dating back to a decade ago.
Have you heard of Peace Incorporated?
Contact Community Services is modeling the local 211 after the Onondaga County Helpline launched in 2010.
Our call volume last year was around over 60, closer to 65,000 calls. So we're able to assist people when they need shelter, and that's a big need in our county.
Any information you can get from calling the line can also be accessed on the web. All partnered services and organizations are listed on the online database.
You know, not everybody wants to talk to somebody about that. Some people want to be empowered to do it at their own pace, do it on their own time.
Ashley Siu, CitrusTV News.
Right now, the resource database for all counties is basically complete. Their next step is getting the word out there, urging people to use the 211 hotline instead of looking up long strings of different phone numbers. The Connective Corridor is getting a little more artistic. The final stages of the $20 million budget includes asking local artists to create art sites along the 2-mile route that stretches from the SU campus to downtown. The Connective Corridor is currently searching for artists that would be able to create the pieces and engage the community. And 100 people stormed the Syracuse Common Council last night with complaints about the central budget cuts that would eliminate some late-night and weekend bus services. Union members, employers, and riders alike share their concerns about the increase in fares and service cuts on Sunday, holidays, and late nights. Centro says rising health care and maintenance costs are pushing towards more budget shortfalls in the coming years.
Coming up next, the man who killed a Las Vegas woman has been captured.
And another news reporter is under fire for lying about the reports. We'll be right back.
It's 3 degrees outside, but the wind chill's got it feeling more like 10 below. We could be getting a break from the cold this weekend. That and more in my full weather forecast. Citrus TV will be right back.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does. And like that, you're a job creator.
Welcome back. The Turkish Cultural Center is reaching out to people of all backgrounds to help them become a part of the community. Citrus TV reporter Monika has the story.
Immigrants hesitate when jumping into the culture of the United States.
When they come here, they have initial concerns and fears. A lot of whom comes, different perspectives coming from different countries.
The Turkish Cultural Center is hoping to change that feeling.
Talking about how we can support and flourish the Turkish population here. So we're trying to make that other person comfortable, so they can sit down and spend a dinner time together, and then find out, oh, these people are really nice people. I can be friends with them.
Murat Elmas works at Destiny USA and is an active member of the organization.
Programs here, we do dinners and friendship dinners and interfaiths. They help you out with your paperwork or social works.
The Turkish Cultural Center offers programs not just for Turkish members in the community, but refugees as well.
A lot of Bosnians and Kosovo people too. Some Iraqi refugees lately, they're coming here. A couple of them I see, and Afghani refugees. I seen one of them here.
Other immigrant population, they come here for some kind of oppression. They have some sad stories in their history, so when they come over here, they are hesitant to be able to open up.
Saka wants to help these people adjust.
but it will take time for them to be able to understand that here they have rights, and they can do business, and they can participate in the politics, and they can raise their voice and things like that. We believe in Syracuse. Syracuse is a wonderful city, and we want to be an active member.
As immigration continues in Syracuse, so does participation at the TCC. Monika Hammer, Citrus TV News.
A 19-year-old man is under arrest for killing a Las Vegas woman over the weekend. The man was arrested on Thursday after a standoff with Las Vegas police. The search for a second suspect is still underway. 44-year-old Tammy Myers was killed in her driveway after an altercation earlier in the day while her teenage daughter was driving. Myers then returned home to retrieve her 22-year-old son, who had a gun, to search for the car. Myers was shot in the head during a firefight on her driveway between her son and the assailant. She died 2 days later after being taken off life support. And according to the Obama administration, close to 800,000 healthcare.gov customers have received the wrong tax information from the government. The administration is urging those affected to delay filing their taxes until the problem is fixed. This comes one day after California announced a similar problem affecting almost 100,000 customers in the state. In total, these issues have affected close to 1 million people. And another widely known news reporter is taking heat for allegedly falsifying details of their experiences. Fox News host Bill O'Reilly is accused of falsely reporting from war zones in the 1980s and over-exaggerating details of events that he has seen. Mother Jones magazine claims that O'Reilly lied about details during the Argentina conflict in 1982 and other events in Central and South America. O'Reilly responded to these claims, calling the report false. These claims are very similar to the accusations against former NBC News anchor Brian Williams, who is now on a 6-month suspension.
At least 10 people are dead in the Somali capital after Islamic rebels detonated a car bomb at the entrance of a hotel and stormed inside. Al-Shabaab claims responsibility for the attack, claiming that their main targets were government officials staying at the hotel. Police Major Nur Mohammed says ministers and legislators were inside the hotel and that the death toll may rise. Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud has condemned this event as a terrorist attack. And 3 teens from London are feared to have left the country to join ISIS. The 3 girls, 2 of which are 15 years old and the other 16, flew to Istanbul, Turkey on Tuesday en route to enter the part of Syria controlled by the terrorist group. According to Metropolitan Police in London, this follows a trend of young girls showing interest in joining the Islamic State. And a Venezuelan mayor has been arrested by the country's president for allegedly being involved in a coup plot. Caracas Mayor Antonio Ledesma was captured after a raid of his office. The bust involved more than 150 intelligence agents. Ledesma is well known in Venezuela as an opposition politician, and leaders of the opposition are calling in an outcry, calling this act unjust. The U.S. State Department is calling the Venezuelan government's actions baseless and false.
Record-breaking chills have swept across Syracuse this month, and this month has been one of the coldest Februaries in Syracuse history. Temperatures have felt as low as 30 degrees below zero. It's one of the many cities in New York with teeth-chattering temperatures this month. Taking a look at what it's like outside right now, it's 3 degrees in Syracuse, but with the wind coming in around 10 miles per hour, it feels more like 10 below. There's a few clouds, but nothing too bad. Taking a look at the northeast, there's an Arctic blast, and it's really hitting all the central and eastern states. Take a look at temperatures in Cincinnati. You got 16 degrees, and Columbus 12. Cleveland to this morning recorded its coldest temperature ever in February, 17 below zero. Central New York, a little bit worse. We're seeing single digits, 3 degrees in Syracuse, out to the west 1 degree in Buffalo. Tonight's conditions, it's going to get even colder, 5 degrees below zero, but the wind chills are going to make it feel more like 15 below. It's going to start off mostly clear skies, but it'll get cloudier as the night goes on. And the radar right now, you can see a little bit of action up north of Syracuse near Watertown, east of Lake Ontario. But by this time tomorrow, most of central New York will be experiencing snow. And by Sunday, there are some areas in central New York could be getting up to 9 inches of accumulation. Traffic right now in Syracuse, the roads aren't too bad. If you're taking James Street out near East Syracuse, you could experience some delays, but nothing too bad. We are getting reports of icy roads up near Watertown. So if you're driving in that area, please drive slow,
take it easy and try and be safe. Taking a look at the week ahead, we're going to get a break from the cold this weekend, but temperatures are going to drop back down on Monday with some more cold. Saturday, we're going to have some snow in the afternoon. We could see 2 inches of accumulation. Sunday, it's going to be in the morning. It's going to be a mix of snow showers and freezing drizzle. Not too much snow accumulation on Sunday. And Monday, it's going to be cold. We got a high of 8 degrees, but the wind chill is going to bring it down more like -15 with some occasional snow showers.
Josh, thanks. Now, we talk about, low temps so much. What's the highest temperature we're going to see over the next week?
Well, this weekend, on Sunday, we could see temperatures reach the 30s. We're expecting it to reach the 30s, so that's going to be a little break from the cold for once.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
The drug-resistant superbug in Los Angeles may be affecting hundreds of people.
And Walmart is making some changes for their employees.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smoky.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. Since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Patients at a Los Angeles hospital were told that they may have been exposed to a drug-resistant superbug as a result of endoscopy procedures. Over 170 patients who may have been affected by the CRE bug were issued home testing kits to be analyzed by the UCLA hospital system.
The deputy chief of the LA County Department of Public Health said in a news conference that the outbreak is not a threat to public health in Los Angeles. And Columbia University's Mailman School of Public Health has concluded a study showing that sleep deprivation in kids has increased greatly in the last 20 years.
Now, the amount of teens that get more than 7 hours of sleep has dropped by 9% since 1991. Health experts warn that these poor habits can cause multiple health problems in the future. Now in consumer news, Walmart has announced its fourth quarter results in another surprising twist. The big box retailer is raising wages for all employees to $10 an hour after a year-long apprenticeship for $1 per hour less.
The company is also trying to reduce turnover rates in order to cut training costs and improve service at its over 4,400 locations. This move puts pressure on other retailers such as Target to look at their employee practices. And YouTube is finally becoming kid-friendly. The video hosting site has announced a YouTube Kids app providing more age-appropriate items for their younger audiences.
Now, the app will prevent certain words from being searchable and include bigger images. The app will be available on February 23rd for Android devices to start. Marked the end of the hit CBS show's 12-season run Thursday night. Fans wondering whether or not Charlie Sheen would return to the final episode got their answer yesterday evening.
Nearly every character from the show's history made a return before the episode ended, with what many considered to be a strange ending. And co-executive producer of NBC's Parks and Recreation, Harris Whittles, was found dead in his Los Angeles home on Thursday evening. The cause of his death has not yet been determined. However, police suspect a drug overdose is to blame.
Now, it's not known yet whether Whittles struggled with any addictions, and investigators are waiting for the coroner's office to make a final determination.
Coming up after the break, we'll have all your sports news, including an historic night for Syracuse women's basketball, preview of the men's game on Saturday, and men's lacrosse takes on Army. Stay tuned to Citrus TV.
Searching for help with dachshund breeding.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Son, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
SU women's basketball hosted Boston College yesterday in its second to last home game of the season. Ended up being a monumental day for Brianna Butler. She starts things off there from the outside with a three-pointer, and that would be the common theme of the game. Assist by Diamond Henderson in that one. Butler this time from the wing. The three is good. Alexis Peterson got the assist. And Cornelia Fondren would get in on the theme of the day, passing to Brianna Butler from three. She went on to have 6 three-pointers in the first half, and she set the career record for the women's team for three-pointers in a career. And SU men's hosts Pitt on Sunday. After the Oranges' upset against Louisville on Wednesday, Syracuse finishes up with a three-game homestand with Pitt on Saturday. The Orange fell to Panthers in Pittsburgh 2 weeks ago. Syracuse fans take to Rakeem Christmas for another big game. He scored a career-high 29 points on Wednesday and had a double-double last time out against Pitt. Tip-off is at noon on Sunday. And after crushing 10th-ranked Cornell last weekend, Syracuse lacrosse takes on 11th-ranked Army on Sunday. Both teams enter the contest after dominating their first 2 games. Citrus TV's Nick Dugan breaks down the Orange's midfield success.
2014, you know that the attack unit led by Kevin Rice was a force to be reckoned with. In 2015, however, with the focus on the attack, the first midfield has shined, and Rice notes the importance of the contributions to the team.
Any good midfield line needs some sort of balance, and Hakeem and Henry are great dodgers, and Henry's a good outside shooter, and Lecky obviously can break down a defense with his speed.
He also had particularly high praise for the new-look senior Nicky Galasso.
He's healthy, and he's a great player, and he makes all the right plays, so he's a vital piece of our offense.
Coach Desko has also noticed the production of his midfield and is pleased with the results.
I think a lot of teams have been really worried about our attack, but Lecky has stepped up, Galasso stepped up, Scooney will shortly. I think you're going to see him out there. So it's a good first group, and the way teams have been playing us, it's great for them to produce.
And for anyone on the Orange's schedule, Rice has a bit of advice for opposing defenses still paying closer attention to the attack unit.
With the midfielders playing the way they are, teams are going to have to stop doing that, or they're just going to keep making them pay for it.
A flurry of trades went through in the NBA yesterday before the trade deadline, and the last two SU point guards will be uniting. The Milwaukee Bucks acquired Tyler Ennis from Phoenix and Michael Carter-Williams from Philadelphia. Ennis was MCW's replacement at Syracuse, so the two will play together for the first time ever while on the Bucks. In other NBA news, Miami Heat forward Chris Bosh could miss the rest of the season because of a blood clot in his lung. Bosh had complained about pain in his chest for the last few days and went to the hospital yesterday. Miami coach Eric Spoelstra says it's too early to make a decision about his long-term health.
Thanks so much, Seth. Now, I want to ask you a little about this Pittsburgh game tomorrow. What are the keys to the game if Syracuse wants to pull off the W?
Well, it's an interesting time in the season here because Syracuse obviously has the self-imposed postseason ban. So there's really not too much left to play for other than pride. Rakeem Christmas had an amazing game, career high 29 points last time out in their upset against Louisville. Louisville was a great team, and so Syracuse fans would think that they could take care of Pittsburgh if they played the same way they did against Louisville. So Syracuse fans should look for Rakeem Christmas to have another big game. Benajay had a great game in the previous time against Duke. So those two guys are definitely leading the team. And then Trevor Cooney, if he gets hot from three. Ron Patterson maybe coming in off the bench. So Syracuse has a lot of different players, but I think Christmas and Benajay are the two guys to look for.
Thank you so much, Seth.
Thanks, Seth. We'll be right back.
Thanks, John.
Preventing wildfires. That's all Smokey wants for his 70th birthday.
Thank you, dear. Well, you're very supple, just like I was at your age. Back then, I was a sex expert. Used to call me the buttered biscuit. I know about birth control, too. So you can ask me anything, baby.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
Have you had sex in this car yet?
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed our world.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
All right, Josh Bazan, welcome back. Now, what are we wearing tomorrow? It's going to be cold, right, I'm assuming?
It's going to be cold. Temperatures are going to be in the teens when we wake up. But by the time people start headed over to the Dome for the basketball game, we could be seeing the beginning of those snow showers. So hat, gloves, bundle up for that.
All right, Josh, thanks.
Thank you so much. Now, Nick, have you noticed something a little bit different about Niagara Falls?
Well, I know that the Canadian side is much better than the American side. That's all I know.
Well, that might depend on who you ask, but the other interesting thing is that because of the cold weather, some parts of the naturally beautiful falls are frozen.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. People are coming from all over the world to see this frozen wonder of North America. So it's pretty amazing, really. I mean, I know they colored it different colors like they always do, but it looked a little bit cool with the ice. So it's pretty cool.
We might have to make a trip out to Buffalo at some point.
I think that's going to be our next trip.
Sounds good.
All right.
And that's it for Citrus TV News Live at 6. I'm Brian Cheung.
And I'm Nick Cardona. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night.